Everyone, this is Rob Buss. I'm back again. I've been out of commission for a while, but I'm back in full effect again. I'm bringing a very special video today. Some things that I've had collected over the years in my childhood. Today we have a G.I. Joe collection, and from what you see so far, most people will be able to take a look and understand what they're looking at. What we're looking at today is just some G.I. Joes I've had from childhood. Unopened, never touched, may have shifted around in a package over time, and may have some removal of paint of the characters of themselves, but for the most part the card is in pristine condition and the holes have never been punched, and there are no stickers on these cards here. What you're looking at, we'll start out with the first one. I have a Cobra Commander from 1983. Be very careful here. They're very expensive. Cobra Commander. New swivel arm battle grip. This is not the 25th anniversary. This is not a remake or anything. This is the one that you can buy on the shelf back in 1983. Which puts this toy here at about 29 years old, and it looks like it just came off the shelf. Cobra Enemy number 1. This here is the back. Card in pristine shape. There are no creases. This is probably the first time I've touched them in maybe about 10 years, and before that, maybe going back another 10 years. Just decided to do a quick video just because the G.I. Joe movie is coming out again with The Rock, and just decided to just put these out there for everyone to enjoy. Next up we have Destro, pretty much second in charge of Cobra. Also at times trying to take over the Cobra army. And even though you see new swivel arm battle grip, you gotta understand it was new back in 1983. This is 2012. So it's not new at all. It's close to 30 years old. And as you see inside the packages, backpacks, guns, very good condition toys. Excellent condition, no creases, bends. They've never been put on a shelf. I guess I'm assuming, and I can't remember, back as a child, I think I pretty much just walked into the store and just bought them, went to the store owner and said, I just looking for a Destro, and might have just pulled it out the back room probably. Never been punched. And that's the way you want things. So, I'm 35 today, but I'm assuming back when I was, 6 or 7, I knew a little something about collecting even back then. Let's lay it down. I don't like getting too many fingerprints on them. As you can see, the card, the points are still intact. These are the other G.I. Joes you could have bought back in the day. Just being very careful with these. I need to send them off to get graded, just like my comics. Just move some of them out the way and bring some others to the front. We have Storm Shadow. And pretty much I had these stored in a shoebox for almost the last 30 years. So that's why they look like this. They pretty much haven't been touched, as I've said. Just being very careful. Bow and arrow, backpacks, swords. I mean, look at them. Kids today buy a brand new toy and within a week they're broken. You're looking at a Storm Shadow that's almost 30 years old. This has pretty much only seen sunlight or light in twice in the last 30 years. Still see the insignature, a Cobra signature or a badge on his chest. I mean, this thing has never been touched, never been played with. Also unpunched. Ages 5 and up. No creases whatsoever. You would have thought that these were made yesterday. Let's put that back very carefully. Next up we have the Baroness. Cobra Commander's sister. As I said, these are not reproductions. These are the original G.I. Joes. And I forgot where I got these. I'm assuming I probably got them from Toys R Us or maybe KB toy stores or some mall pop store back in the day. Everything is in mint condition. The gun, the case, you know, I'm pretty much going to put them back in the shoebox after this video. You got to understand these toys here, a lot of people are starting to get them graded, and I really didn't follow grading. I just, you know, had them stored away, and I knew about comics, and I didn't really know too much about these. I've pretty much started checking value on these within the last week or so on eBay, and I was shocked. Cobra Commander in mint condition. You know, people are asking $5,000 for a Cobra Commander, and I have one sitting right here. Destro going for around $3,000. Baroness going for around $2,000. And you're looking at them in mint condition. I mean, these are as mint as you can possibly get. They've never been punched. No stickers on them. Damn near no fingerprints on them. Okay, we got one left. Got Snake Eyes. Back in the day, went by Commando, and if you can see through the plastic, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it basically says codename Snake Eyes. Fully posable modern army figure, real American hero, G.I. Joe. This one is also unpunched. Pretty much must have balled them all on the same day or so. Has his little Uzi inside. So lay it back down here carefully. Trying to operate a camera and be very delicate with these things at the same time. And there you go. And I'm about to put them back in their little shoebox. But as I said, had no idea of the values on these things until just a few days ago, and was shocked. I think, you know, you can get a beat-up Cobra Commander. Pretty much when I say beat-up, I'm talking about Cobra Commander literally falling out of the plastic, and the creases bent, maybe even torn, and they're going for $400 or $500. Cobra Commander outside of his shell in mint condition, people paying as much as $100 for a Cobra Commander figure. You know, mint condition, people paying as much as $5,000, and these are all mint. Destro, you know, you're probably looking at, get these graded, 5, another 3, another 2. That's about 10 grand for these 3 right here. This one, I believe I saw it going for about 35, this one. So that's about $13,500 for 4 G.I. Joes that I probably paid maybe about $10 for these back in the day. And that one back there, the Storm Shadow, that's going for about 4 grand. So you're looking at about $17,000 worth of G.I. Joes right here. Probably paid about 13 bucks. back in 1983, 1984. So, hope everybody enjoyed them. And they're going to go back into hiding. Thank you for watching. G.I. Joe fans.